I always had an interest in Italian cars, especially the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the Maserati. It doesn't matter, I absolutely love the lines, I love the design, I love the speed, I love the sound of the exhaust. It doesn't really matter, I simply love Italian cars. Actually, the first car that I bought was a Fiat Bravo 1.2 SX. Oh boy, what did I have fun with that car. The next car that I bought was the Fiat Stilo, and of course I bought this Michael Schumacher version, which is also on this channel. But I don't buy them because they are good track cars. I buy them because I have a fascination for repairing car electronics and doing car interior designs. So maybe I thought, let's combine them together and build a brand new Fiat Stilo from scratch, and maybe one day we can do a car like this. In the last few episodes we worked on the interior and also started wrapping the car. Guys, today is the day. The box from Brazil has arrived. I waited almost 3 years for these parts. Basically because they are not available in Europe. They are only made in Brazil, and it's a very big issue to get those parts here. But you will see that later on in the video. Today we are going to modify the car. If you are new to the channel, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and let's continue.
Feeling in my bones, I can feel it in my veins. Hands in the sky, I can feel the winds of change. You live and you learn, and I hope I've seen enough.
So here it is, guys. We've got the front bumper, we've got the tail lights, we got all sorts of stuff. So yeah, let's get it out. So here it is, guys, the front bumper all the way from Brazil. I am so happy that I got it. Obviously it's cut in half, as you can see. That's because otherwise it's impossible to ship it because of the size. Anyways, some other parts that I got are these. So basically they are going something like this. Those are the fog lights. What do we have here? We've got the spoiler on the back of the car. We've got brand new tail lights, 2 of them of course, and in here all original, as you can see, Fiat Originale. We've got the logo. So basically I want to have a very bright color car, like yellow or green, red, something like that. And then we have some black motion decals on the side of the car. We've got the front grille. The emblem is now red, but I'm gonna use black. We've got 2 emblems. Then we got warning signal light in the interior. Most of them are turning pink. I want it to be bright red, just brand new. And then we've got this part, which is basically the chrome part on the side of the car. I'm happy. It cost a lot of money, but hey, finally we've got all the parts that I need to start rebuilding that car. I waited a long time for these parts and finally they have arrived, so I'm very happy, guys. But before we are going to install all the brand new parts, I need to replace the water pump first because it's making a terrible noise. So the water pump is located over here, so we have to undo the tensioner, remove this belt, remove 4 bolts over there, and this part can come out. I'm not going to replace the housing over here because it's a pain in the ass to do it on a driveway like this. So yeah, let's start removing the parts, and we will lose some coolant, not much, but yeah, I should have done it earlier. Jack mode. Arch lining has been removed and I made a new friend. Hello. Goodbye, I'm gonna miss you. To remove this belt, I need to undo the tensioner. There's a bolt over here and there is one over there. This part, which is the tensioner, this whole part will get out. So we're gonna replace this pulley. The belt is fairly new. I replaced it already when I got the car because it was making a hell of a squeaky noise. So we're gonna reuse the belt. It's only a few months old, and we are going to replace the pulley, and then we can remove the water pump. So yeah, let's start removing things. So I loosened the bolts, as you can see. I just wanted to show you how this tensioner works. Basically the whole belt runs over the alternator, over the water pump, over this pulley, back to this pulley, back to the alternator, etc. So basically, to tighten it, you use an Allen key or an imbus key over here and just counterclockwise. As you can see, it will go up, it will tighten it, and basically you have to feel it by yourself how tight it should be. If it starts squeaking, and you might need to tighten it more or untighten it. That's all up to you, but basically counterclockwise, fasten the bolt and you're good to go. So I'm gonna remove everything, we're gonna replace this part, and we'll go from there. As you can see, it already dropped, so I need to remove this bolt over here. Yes. Well, here it is. Very simple. Now we need to remove the bolts from the water pump, which are 4 bolts. One is over here, one over there, and 2 on top. Let's go. I'm having a bit of an issue getting to that bolt over there. The other 3 are loose or out, but I can't get any tool in here because of the pulley and because of the alternator. So I wanted to remove the alternator. As you saw, I removed the top mount for the alternator. The bottom one is this one, which is a 19mm, but it is located behind there, somewhere in the dark. So to get to that point, I had to remove the shield. It's loose, but I can't get it out because of the throttle body that's in here. So I thought, well, since we are going to replace this part for a shiny part, let's replace the alternator also, so it's shiny. That will be shiny. I'm gonna remove this part and paint it so it will be shiny, and well, let's do the same for the throttle body. Well, it happens, so yeah. I thought it would be an easy job, which it isn't, so I'm gonna remove the throttle body, which is basically just some Torx, 4 of them, then it can come out, and then the shield can come out. I'm gonna paint it can't sandblast it, but I'm gonna paint it anyway. At least it will look a little bit nicer in here. So yeah, see you in a bit. Lesson 1, guys, remove the battery leads. The nut has been removed. That's what I talked earlier about in that dark hole. It was over here, there was a shield covering it, and as you can see there's almost no space to remove that nut. Not from the bottom side, not from the top side, so I had to remove it. Removed both wires from the alternator, and now I can move it up and down. As you can see there's just one bolt holding it in place. I'm gonna push it out and then the alternator can come out. Then hopefully the bolt from this water pump can come out also. I removed the alternator and I also removed the mount for the alternator, which goes in here. I'm gonna repaint it. So I removed this and now I have full access in this area, and now I can, let me show you. I'm getting too old for this. Now, yes, well, there is the bolt from the water pump. Now I have free access to remove it. So I'm gonna remove the bolt and then we can hopefully hit it with a hammer and the water pump will go out. Good thing I also removed the alternators, because when the coolant goes down it won't come into the alternator, because you are always gonna spill coolant all over the place. Fuck. I'm gonna let it drip. It's the only solution. Little status update: I removed the engine mount because I couldn't get the water pump out. It's touching into the main chassis of the car. So what I did, I removed the engine mount and I jacked the engine up with a little piece of wood. It was the only piece of wood I had, but hey, it did the job. So push the engine back up into the car, and now hopefully I can remove the rusty old water pump. Look at the difference. It can come out. And this is the old water pump. Listen. The timing chain is still looking absolutely perfect, so not gonna do anything about it. I painted a few of the parts with engine paint. I used Motip engine paint. I used the same paint on the first car. That's yeah, that didn't work out so well, as you know. So I didn't sandblast it. I just painted it. Nothing special. So the alternator mount and the water pump have been installed. It is extremely hot, so one day it's raining and I can't do anything, and right now it's extremely hot, and at least we are making progress. Everything is still going great, so let me show you what I've done. So everything is back in the car, the belt is on, new pulley, everything is new. Now you have to tighten it, and the way you do that is basically use an Allen key and you just counterclockwise and it's tight. Easy as that. Well, everything is perfect. So all the big repairs on the car have been done. So the main focus right now is the front of the car, or actually modifying the car finally. We are going to start off with the bumper. This is the brand new bumper. As you can see, it is cut right in half. So the only solution to repair the bumper is to get it on the car, line it out and see if it fits. let's go. The bumper is held on by some torque screws. There's one over here, 2, 3, 4. Also a few on the bottom, and there are a few in the wheel arching over there. Guys, check this out. This is amazing, man. Guys, look at that. Oh man, that is so much better than this boring standard bumper. I absolutely love it. So I pretty much line it up like this. As you can see, it's not tight, so I can still move it and backwards, move it forward and move it backwards, of course. So same in here, all bolts are still loose. Same on this side, as you can see, the panel gap, etc. It's all almost perfect. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But I really love the design. Finally. The plan is to plastic weld the bumper using a plastic welding gun, which is basically a soldering iron like this, where a staple goes into here. You heat it up, put it in here, and they will weld together. So basically what the plan is to line this up, something like this. Same in here, same in here. So basically weld this up, and then there will always be a gap, of course, but we will use some body filler for that. And in the end of this series we are going to wrap the car. So yeah, but that will have to wait till the next video, guys. I hope you liked it, I hope you learned something, and if you did, hit that thumbs up button, guys, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. You really thought I was going to leave you without showing you the end result? Of course not. Here we go, guys.
Play no games, no way. 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 I can't play, yo way. My bills paid, you can't tow away. Day to day, I'm on go. I got babies, they got needs, and I'ma meet them. I got babies, so I clothe them and I feed them. I got babies, living angels, they're no demons. I got babies, you meet God if you mistreat them. Play no games, no way. 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 Got me paid for sure. Rapid work,